In what appears to be a coordinated escalation against Pakistan military forces, the Baloch Liberation Army, a separatist group waging an armed insurgency in Balochistan, has carried out a series of deadly strikes. The twin attacks in the Bolan and Kech districts come at a time when Pakistan is already under pressure following India's recent counter-terror operation codenamed Operation Sindoor. As Islamabad scrambles to control the fallout, the BLA's intensified campaign reveals the growing fragility of the Pakistani state. We have a report.
In the arid landscapes of southwestern Pakistan, the Baloch Liberation Army continues its decades-long insurgency against the Pakistani government. The separatist group, operating primarily in Pakistan's largest yet least populated province of Balochistan, represents a growing security challenge that Islamabad faces. In the Bolan district, BLA's elite Special Tactical Operations Squad executed a remote-controlled IED attack on a military convoy, killing all 12 Pakistani soldiers on board. In another operation in Kech, another BLA unit ambushed a bomb disposal squad, killing 2 personnel.
The struggle for the liberation of Balochistan has been ongoing for the last 5 decades. And the Baloch fighters have always made it very clear that their aim is to liberate Balochistan and regain our sovereignty and territorial integrity, which was compromised by the occupation of Pakistan in 1948. The recent attacks in Kech and Bolan are just a sequence of events or the continuation of the liberation struggle of the Baloch people.
These latest incidents come just days after another high-profile assassination, that of an ISI operative Muhammad Nawaz in the coastal town of Pasni near Gwadar. The killing was not random. Pasni lies at the heart of China's investments under the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC, a symbol of Balochistan resource exploitation as seen by the local populace. This strategic targeting marks a shift in the BLA's approach, from guerrilla-style ambushes in remote regions to hitting symbolic and strategic assets tied to Pakistan's national interests. Earlier this year, the BLA hijacked the Zafar Express, a major passenger train connecting Quetta to Peshawar. The group not only took passengers hostage but also derailed the train, a move that sent shock waves through Pakistan's intelligence community and demonstrated the group's expanding reach into the country's core infrastructure.
One thing that the Baloch nation has learnt under Pakistan's illegal occupation, that the Pakistani Punjabi Army and its intelligence agencies, the ISI, have no self-respect or respect for other human beings, especially for the Baloch. And the language of their choice is force. They force themselves upon the Baloch nation, and when the Baloch force themselves and hurt the Punjabi Pakistanis, then they understand that language. Unfortunately, the very uncivilized and a degraded form of human beings. So the only language to speak to them is the language of force, and that's unfortunately the language that has been spoken to them in the recent past.
At the heart of the Baloch insurgency lies deep resentment against decades of state neglect, economic disenfranchisement, and political marginalization. Despite being home to vast reserves of gas, gold, and copper, Balochistan remains Pakistan's poorest province, a paradox that fuels the fire of rebellion. For nearly 2 decades, Balochistan has remained a war zone. Thousands have disappeared, countless civilians have been killed, and the entire communities uprooted, all in the name of counterinsurgency. Yet, far from being subdued, the Baloch movement appears to be gaining momentum, both in tactics and public sympathy. Islamabad now finds itself cornered, facing mounting resistance in Balochistan, unrest in other provinces, and pressure from the international community over its support for cross-border terrorism. The recent attacks is yet another episode in the long-running saga of Baloch resistance, one that Islamabad cannot win with brute force alone.